Ma Boyd said that after a time is another, because she still cannot believe that yesterday Crystal Field Vaughn was involved in a protest against his Labour Party government. She said this is the same Crystal Field Vaughn who publicly threatened to Wednesday walkers a few months, because they were peacefully raising the same concerns that the same Vaughn was echoing yesterday. The helper said to Crystal Field Vaughn Labab Kamwad Lai Pwi Defe, Wu Si. Ma Boyd said on July 18, 2023, a Bajan company called Jose Construction cleared heavy equipment at the Longhouse port at Posse de Graveyard. These heavy equipment were moved to Marigat for the 150 meters extension of the Melville Hall Airport runway. She said that Tomate Scarrett gave the Bajan company the job without the knowledge of local contractors and heavy equipment owners. The same Crystal Field began screaming that he has better equipment than the Bajan company. The helper said he wonders if a Chinese cat ate Crystal Field Vaughn's tongue after he was kicked of the fake airport project, because the stayed moo moo. Ma Boyd said while de Marigat Parle Rep. Ross Tony was demanding repairs on the Kayenbach, Lyons Road before any equipment can go to the runaway extension site. Crystal Field Vaughn was saying that he is still a Poto Labarite, and he was begging his crime minister to call him about getting a job on the runway extension project. She said that Crystal Field Vaughn is all about his selfish personal interest, and she won't be surprised if Vaughn begins to sing another tune when the Starboy of Stupidity comforts him with another pie in the sky promise. The helper said that Crystal Field Vaughn said that the judiciary is in his bed. He wonders if Vaughn lacks backdoor strategy to get to executive in his bed. The chef said headless chicken Vaughn forgot that Mrs. Mia Motley, Shim Hartley Henry, Mrs. Peter Week, Mark Maloney and other Bajans are shareholders of the Meg female milking cow called Dominica. Vaughn forgot that Ross University was given to Mr. Mia Motley as a 2018 general election victory gift, while Posse was transformed into a graveyard. The helper said that Posse is more dead than the manwoods of the 630 clubbers. The chef said that headless chicken Vaughn should be reminded, when Shim Hartley boasted days after the 2014 general election, Dominica gave a significant economic boost to the Barbadian economy. Shim Hartley said by his own calculations millions of dollars were spent on Barbadian consultants, travel agencies, and printing and advertising services. The helper said after all that, Shim Hartley still had the audacity to let Hartley Barbara download her husband's software on his hard drive. The chef said that Crystal Field Vaughn forgot in 2014, NSG of Barbados was given $18.2 million to build the West Bridge that costs only $7 million. She said that Crystal Field Vaughn should be reminded that another Bajan called Mark Maloney, who is now providing housing for Ross University in Barbados, is owing Dominica. Maloney, who is the owner of Princono Limited, is owning millions of dollars or hundreds of precast houses that he has failed to deliver after signing a multi-million dollars contract on November 23, 2017 with the Laba government for 1,000 precast houses. She said Argo Development Studio, RW Consultant and Ads Constructions involved in the construction of the Sargasso House commercial building are all Bajan companies. So Crystal Field Vaughn should know that Dominica is the milking cow of Barbados. The helper said even Mrs. Peter Weekham, who is taking polls for Tomate Scarrett, wants to bring his husband to Dominica to take polls. The assistant chef said that she is not a fan of Big Belly Ralphie, because he went against his own declared values and principles after his won the 2001 general election in St. Vincent. She said Big Belly Ralphie made it very clear that the citizenship of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not for sale. The helper said not how Austri Lang Sal and Whiteless pay well for their intimate situationships. The assistant chef said in an interview on Monday, Big Belly Ralphie claimed that he warned his OECS colleagues about how the CBI program is not sustainable. He said one of his colleagues told him, "It's the end of the road for the CBI program." PM Ralphie said further, the EU had a meeting with the governments and told them that it is not a matter that it may happen. It's only a matter of when we will bring down the hammer. It is when the hammer is coming. The helper said not how the vet brings down his hammer on Lil Willie Tony's bird. The assistant chef said let the Starboy of Stupidity carry on and blame everyone but his incompetent, impotent and corrupt Laba government. She said that Tomate Scarrett always asks, if it is not CBI then what? Soon it will no longer be CBI. So the Starboy of Stupidity, who put all his eggs in his CBI basket, needs to tell Dominicans what is the what. The helper said just how weave Denise's fee and say needs to tell Judas to how to tame a wild cat. Ma Boyd said that she wants to know when the shouting of young men in Guambe is going to stop, because another one was gunned down last night. She said that she also wants to know if the customs officers will get what they want or continue strike action today. The chef said that she wants to know who is going to carry the blame for trying to build an indoor facility on the sinking Benjamin's Park. The assistant chef said that she is waiting to see if shoplifter toddler Lackey has more guts than cast guts to be in Parliament today. The helper said that he cannot understand how drug dealer Dowlin is being referred to as a prominent Dominican businessman by the Antiguan media. He said Macmillan should lock them up with his big bunch of keys, then Suki should sneeze on them. Out of order Antiguan media.